Hey friends, so on last episode we had a very smooth summer, which allowed us to make quite a lot of progress. So I'm hoping that the game is kind and allows us to continue the progress, but I'm sure it won't be. In fact, I kind of don't want it to be because the complexity of survival is what makes this fun. So I'm burying some of the raiders that came to fight us. One thing to note, I put down silver tiles. It was very dumb. Silver tiles are not what we need here. It was sterile tiles, obviously. And you have to now research sterile tiles. So I didn't. And I didn't double check what I was building, and now I have basically the wrong flooring there, but we'll pretend like I totally meant for that to happen 100%. So I believe that the bridges aren't really slowing down the water that's around it. They're built to float kind of on top of the water. They're not built to interfere. So I don't think that my watermill generator is going to be affected by the bridges I've made. I am looking for some additional places to put some. I think first I'm going to... we're already deconstructing down here. Okay. Whoops, that was a little more than I meant to. I foresee him constantly running back and forth to do micro tasks, so I'm just going to queue up a giant deconstruct right now. Alright, so we got our multi-analyzer. I'm going to go ahead and get the sterile materials research that I kind of neglected. Oh, I don't mean to be building roof area. Oh well. Remove roof. I don't really care when they remove roof. Alright, grab most of the wood. Alright, this is, yeah, that was exactly the bridge I wanted first. I think what I'll do is temporarily put Maker on crafting. And in fact, Maker the nudist, and Wally the wimp. So it's a lot more clear how we think about my teammates. An escape pod. Someone worth capturing. And releasing. Well, unless they are good. We'll see. Greedy, great memory, doesn't do skilled labor or haul. Yeah, definitely releasing. Can tell you that without a shadow of a doubt. Alright, so we're having power issues. Let's tend to him like that. And it is the official start of the winter. People are sleeping in the cold. Probably just turn one of these. In fact, it's so cold out. I don't care if you're diseased. Alright, so I would say, as much as I want to continue this little project, that bridge there is of equal importance. And we have a raid. Okay. Just gonna leave this gun out in the open. Unfortunately, I haven't completed that north door. Hopefully I can discourage them from coming through there. In fact, what I'm going to do is close these doors real quick. Oh man, I don't have the power for that. Alright, taking a bunch of hits. Oh, you're going to pass out real soon. Let's get you some backup. I saw that happening. Alright, they're trying to kidnap, which is to say they're taking Wally. Okay, I just headshot his kidnapper in the head. Right, do we... Why is this still not on? Come on, I'm not making that... I have power. It's designated. Hold on, let me look at power. The line has power. This should be on. Oh, there it goes. Alright, Chef, put him down. Yep. If you don't, you'll be sorry. You're gonna die this way, Chef. that was super sloppy and only demonstrated that I don't have a very solid power generation, which I'll be working on. Let's just let this turret kill this guy. It's kind of funny. He's a good shooter and meleeer. Down he goes. Alright. Very, very messy raid. We have at least 3 corpses to deal with. I don't so much care about these guys, so let's just bury him in the middle of a marsh. But first, tend to your own wounds. Wiley was barely touched, as usual. Passed right out. Sparrow can be released soon. And the wimp can now walk. Alright, so our relationship's, it's getting up there. It's not perfect yet, but it's getting better. Everyone's getting high. Well, guess that doesn't really matter as long as we're not making anything important anytime soon. And we have some cargo pods that crash down with Nutriamine, which actually could be pretty handy. And Maker got an infection. Okay, so we're going to tend to Maker with meds. Is that enough drugs for everyone? Yes, no. Everyone's stoned. How's this? Immunity? Nah, it's on pace. Shot in the neck. That sucks, though. Looking good. That is going to be a very well-protected watermill. This is now fully abandoned. Let's just make sure. Yep. It's all set. Oh, Maker, you should be resting. It's probably the worst place for you to put a block, but I want you resting, my friend. Let's just have you bring the block to the table, and now you can rest. Oh, something's happening. Item stash, AI Persona Core. That's not too far away if it was the right season. Maybe come season change, we'll actually head to it. Okay, we need our electric stove back on, and in fact we need to do some hunting. your head is missing. Alright, Mr. Wally. Oh, you've already dug the graves. We just need to bury the people. Alright, how do we hunt? We hunt up here. So our base is finally walled off, as you can see. Lab, rec, dining, workshop, temporarily a hospital. And now we're gonna go make some fine meals. After a nice sleepy break. So I guess if I wanted all of the floors to be uniform, I really couldn't, because bridges are kind of stuck being their own thing. Wonder if there's anything that could be put on top of bridges. It doesn't really look like it. Alright, we're claiming some of that silver that I feel dumb about wasting. That medicine has lasted a long time. And we're building this bridge for some wind turbine, because I noticed that you can plop it on there. So we need to cut some more trees. But soon we'll have a little bit more power security. Which is fantastic. Alright, so if we wanted a wind turbine, boom. Got ourselves the makings of wind turbine, which means we'll need some mining to happen. So Wally the Wimp will go and mine. Wow, that bed plus the medicine, we've really developed an immunity pretty fast. So we are out of vegetables. And we're getting some other quest. No, I thought we were. Give us a nice temporary pause. Usually means quest is incoming, but we didn't get one. I'm just trying to think of about different ways to make this more secure. I like that way a little bit better. Low food. Yeah, I see that. steel. We're going to get a wind turbine. Which will be mighty nice. There we go. It's generating just about the same as the watermill. So yeah, this watermill is still generating the same power output even though it's walled off because the water travels underneath the bridges with relative ease. So that is FYI, I would say. Alright, we're going to put Maker back on cleaning and research. Haul the stack. Oh shit. Glad I was standing right next to Wally for that. Normally I'd say Wally is... Oof. Alright, Maker, I'm going to need you out here. I'm kind of getting hunted by a cougar. Can you rescue him? Nope. Alright, hold, stand your ground. Alright, this cougar is going down. Autosaves. Yeah, you can get as much revenge as you want. You're gonna die. Alright, let's rescue and let's haul. And we got some visitors coming. Maker is tidying up. So it got pretty dirty. Guess I can paint the conduit as home in case it's needing repair or something. A fire's near it. Ugh, Wally got infected from that bite. Stupid kitty. Alright, let's give him the better bed. And let's give him actual meds. Alright. So we'll have a rice plant. I think we're gonna need to grow some heel root. So we're using quite a lot, so I'm gonna set this up as heel root. And then is this fertile? Yeah. And this will be cotton. So we could use some cloth. Alright, they might have a little to trade. Let's see. We can sell them all of our crappy weapons, which is awesome. And that's... They can't even afford it all. They're not really traders, they're just visitors. So I jumped the gun. There. At least that clears out a lot of our storage. So what's cool about this is there really will never be a scenario where that gets impeded by plants or whatever. You know, it's floating there, which is pretty cool. Ring of turrets around the defense site. See, if I could see what these people, what their traits were or whatever, I would care a little bit more. But I can't. Jesus, Wally. Maker. Don't be doctor. Is Maker still cleaning? Holy moly. We had a really dirty base. There we go. Finally doing the research I wanted. I think we got rid of the orbital trade beacon queue. We had one queued up. I'm kind of tempted to build it here, though. There is some overhead mountain, though. Let me see about that. Yeah, there's a little bit of overhead mountain here. Maybe I'll put it down here. I just don't want to impede where our... yeah, I'll put it there. Where our lovely bedrooms will end up. Alright, we're going to create a stockpile and give it nothing, just so that I can see the boundaries. I'm trying to actually plan ahead a little bit. So this goes down. So I'm going to want as much of this fertile territory as possible, to an extent. You know, I don't want to continue up the river forever, but what I have so far, I think I like. All right, these people might have a little bit more to trade. Well, they don't so much have more to trade, but they have some silver that we can take off their hands. So because this is turning into a stockpile, I'm just going to queue up a woodcut of everything. Because it all needs to go. How is he doing? Yeah, we're definitely doing pretty good on his recovery progress. Alright, I'm going to temporarily reinstall this inside, and we're also going to want a comms console. Maybe move the batteries. Some base planning. So he's on his feet and then immediately collapsed. Nice. Nothing like some good diseases. That's a little base, but I like it. Whoa, Flash Storm did light some stuff up. That is for sure. I love when they haul, like, a minimum amount of stuff. It's just such a wonderful, efficient use of their time, right? Alright, so we're relying on this wind turbine producing power kind of all the time now. Speaking of which, we are gonna be in the need of food. And I think our treatment quality is going to be a little higher if we... Well, I'm not going to move it right now. I don't care how the animal died. If it's fresh, I'll use it. I think to keep the base congruent, I'm going to replace these tiles with just wood flooring. Alright, so we have sterile materials. What is next? Prosthetics, probably? So we do want to be bionic at some point. Something just bit the bullet out there. Alright, so he's able to walk, but the question is he better? Yeah, oh yeah, okay, he's better. Didn't want to have him moving around if he wasn't. Alright, so he needs a gun, and I think we sold it. Alright. Let's build you one. I'm also going to need to move the waterproof conduit like that, because we're going to want to put another one of these here. So what was this, 7? Okay. I suppose I could have had it so that this butted up against the wall, saving space, but whatever. I didn't do it, and it's fine now. Give Cartha the better bed. Can also work to prevent them from sleeping in the cold. That wouldn't be terrible. Wildlife. Alright. Some mega sloth and muffalo. So, with that in mind, deprioritizing everything else on Kartha, so he definitely goes after it. Curious what they even have to... Don't really have much to say. Gonna go butcher it? Yeah, alright. So we got some bulk goods rolling through. We need more materials for a new bolt rifle. What do we need? What are we missing? Components, probably? Yeah. We have a dire lack of components. Where are these bulk goods people? Oh, wow, they're right under my nose. Actually, I'm gonna let them get a little closer to the base, so I don't have to carry the stuff forever. Come on. They're nice and close now. Trading. Leathers, sure. And they just have some garbage, mostly. And unfortunately for me, they do not look to have any components. I traded with them. I'm not certain where the silver is. Oh, maybe the silver dropped where the muffalo were? I don't know. I'll find it eventually. Maybe it actually just spawned at the orbital trade beacon for all I know. That could be a thing. In fact, let me check. How to check? I will sell you 10. Alright, so I have 2750. Let me do that again. I wasn't really paying attention. Yep. No, this time it spawned right in the field. Maybe I hauled it so quickly I didn't even notice. It's possible, I suppose. Alright, Mr. Maker. We're going to take you off of cleaning for a spell. Wow, that is a long way to butcher. So we researched sterile tiles. So we can go ahead and paint them now. Still don't have hospital bed research, but that will come in due time, I suppose. So we have prosthetics. If we want bionics, we need to get fabrication, which means we need a multi-analyzer. If we want a multi-analyzer, we need gold and components. So my biggest worry now is making components, which means we still need a multi-analyzer no matter what, as far as I can tell. So I'm gonna research some low-hanging fruit then. Oh, speaking of components, ship chunks that I've clearly forgotten about. Now that we have that Mega Sloth hunted, I'm gonna cancel all the other hunts. I'm just sort of checking to make sure there's no more ships, ship chunks that I've stupidly forgot about. Going home, grab a load. So this hospital won't be perfect, given that it is not able to have sterile tiles everywhere, but we'll do as good as we can with it. So now if we look at the lab, research factor is 105. That should help a little bit. Wally, you're going to town. I can't believe I still have fib mech problems. Feels like I've had that issue for a long time now. Just because it keeps coming back. Oh, Wally never ended up... Oh, because we're still waiting on that... Yeah, okay. Well, Cartha's deconstructing the ship chunks now, so... Pretty soon we'll be able to... get that bolt-action rifle for you. I don't know why I sold it. Should have noticed. Incapacitated refugee. Nope, you are on your own. Sorry. Sorry, guy. Alright. Finally doing some plane cut. Well, briefly. Excuse me. Pause when satisfied, on pause at 3. There we go. I was wondering why it kept going back over and over and over. Alright, I think temporarily I'm going to put Wally here on Hall. Bringing in all that steel that we got. And whatever else, random stuff that's out there. Still working on this stockpile zone. Alright, that was quick. Beer brewing, maybe? It's really hard to see the fertile zones, or rather impossible to see the fertile zones at first glance in this weather. But I'll do what I can. Nope, this needs to be bumped out one. I'm trying to leave like a one wide path around so that we can walk quickly around the farm without having to step on the farm. Gotta say, I haven't noticed any orbital trade. A little disappointing to build that stuff and then never get a trade option. Getting a lot of this low-hanging fruit type stuff. I guess I'll get hydroponics. I've been curious if you could hydro on bridges, because if you can, then you could hypothetically just live on bridges all the time. So this zone needs to be moved up one. So let's go ahead and reinstall this. Up one, and then create a new zone. Alright, fertile, yep. Looks something like this. I feel like I'm playing Minesweeper or something like this. That's probably as far as I'll go. Does make for a pretty cool river town. Yeah, that's a lot of steel. Alright, so if we created a... Oh, needs to go up even one more. That's the stockpile that we wanted. And Manhunter pack of alpacas. Of... Oh, 4 of them. I mean, that's not insignificant, right? That's a few. Free meat, as far as I'm concerned. Run, Maker, run! He's gonna get you. Why aren't you attacking? Oh, you never had a gun. That's right. I totally forgot about Wally. I had him out here ready to fight like an idiot. Oh, did you just eat part of my... Yes, you did, you stupid cougar. You know what? Cougar almost took down Wally. Get out of here. Karthik, can you go... Whoop, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, there's another cougar? And an escape pod. Alright, this escape pod in relation to the base is southeast. Alright. Stupid cougars are stupidly dead now. That's what you get. Man, they're eating all the alpacas. Jesus. Monstrous omnivores. Alright, there's one down. This cougar is behind a tree, making it very difficult for me to shoot it. It's good practice, I suppose. I never really checked up on this pawn. Oh, he got back up on his feet. He'll be fine. He was a refugee. Could have recruited him, but he doesn't do violence, so that'd be a bit of a bummer. Alright, so I think what I'll do is I'm going to have a dumping stockpile of corpses here. Just call it Butcher. Preferred. Of animal corpses. So these animal corpses are getting eaten pretty quickly. Like this alpaca is 50% eaten. I don't need the meat, but it bothers me a little bit that the local fauna are snacking on my trophies. So I suppose, if we install that there. So because Wally's supposed to be hauling, he should pull that in. And Maker, let's make that bolt. No, we're just butchering it. It's fine. Let's go ahead and move our meals so that we can expand our meat and our vegetable. And it's raining, so let's not leave this out here too long. I have decided to move. Alright, Wally, your bolt action rifle is done. This here has to be a low or clear all zone. Rain means that winter is coming to an end, so that's a good sign, I guess. So we got hydroponics. carpet making? So, the truth about hydroponics. Let's see. Hydroponic basins can go on bridges. So there you have it. The answer you needed. No, I forgot about that Nuturamine. I'm glad Wally didn't. Sometimes it's useful to have someone prioritize on hauling, because they can pull in things that you've long forgotten about. Which can be pretty nice. Alright, Cartha, I want to get rid of a lot of trees, and not have you keep going back and forth one tree at a time. I hope your mood allows for what I am doing. We also have the possibility of geothermal right here, so I could research geothermal and take advantage of that right there. Probably should. In fact, let's just go ahead and do that now. I could use that over carpet making, I suppose, right? Alright, Wally the Wimp, time for you to tidy. So it got kind of nasty here, didn't it? Must be some fresh berries somewhere. In fact, all this is my home zone. I like this pretty coastal thing we got going here. Yeah, I like it. Looks nice. Alright, so this zone is all squared away. Need to bump that out one. Which means I probably need Maker back on some slate block construction. So we've sort of ran out. There aren't too many. Well, I mean, there's slate blocks around, but alright, so let's go ahead and where's the roof thing? Here. So we'll leave this one. Just kind of mine that out. Eventually I can turn it into a building, but it will have some overhead roof, so it'd need to be really, really cold. So it'd have to be frozen storage. I'll just fill in the gaps with... It'll look ugly. Whatever. I'll manage. And we're running ridiculously low on herbals. I'm curious if I find any in the wild, especially in this climate, in this season. But I'll just be sure to grow some when I can. Oh dear Lord, Wally, don't do that. Alright, so now for the little grow trick. Set this area up for any tree. I don't think it matters what kind. Now we're gonna be making. What do you keep doing? Oh, you are cleaning like a crazy person. Trash just keeps getting built up. That's what's going on. So it's so here we go. We're now harvesting the trees we want to harvest. So I think we will just say this is enough fertile and run our walls north from here. We want to bump this out for a kill box, but I haven't done that yet. So it looks like, yeah, this is a lot of overhead mountain. I'm just going to go ahead and cancel. Any current overhead mountain here? Oh, it's just, okay. No, I was wrong. Remove roof area. We'll remove all that we can. And continue mining it. I am up on my hour though, so I'm going to call it quits here. Just wanted to say thank you all for watching. I've loved your feedback. I've found it very, very useful so far, especially given that I am learning this, you're learning this, so thank you once again. And if you have any feedback for me, given that last message, just drop me a line. I'm pretty good at responding. And thank you for watching, and I will have to catch you all next time. Adios, friends.